Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid, just gone over to Bitcoin, big CoinsKid crew. So yesterday the fear and greed index was sitting at 33 and now it's bolted up and now we're sitting at 49, pretty much at the same level where we were last week and last month, sort of neutral. But anyway, aside from that, we're sort of in the mid-range at the minute. I think if this does come back and we do have another pullback, I do think it's opportunity, because we've seen a lovely little opportunity here, haven't we, off that trend line, and equally the daily RSI being in the floor as well. So we've had a lovely little uptick, and we did need to see a weekly close above the weekly 20 EMA, and we've actually done that. So I'm going to show you in the charts in a minute, but I'm going to look at the indicators. Let's take a look at the CBBI index right now. So the CBBI is currently sitting at 15, a nice little uptick on the CBBI. I think we was at 13 the other day on Friday, and then right now we've had an extra 2 points from that particular downturn on Friday. Okay, so just there, if we start to come back up and take out that local high at 19, I think that's a nice little statement for CBBI. So we're keeping an eye on this. Again, we're coming all the way down here. Look at that opportunity way back there in November. It was everyone really fearful, really depressed, calling for lower prices, but it was an optimal entry point, as the CBBI indicator proven so right now. Boom, 2. If it goes back there, you know what to do. And again, nothing I say is financial advice, but anyway, going forward, is it just a case now, keep an eye on the CBI, that you should be buying these levels and then selling when you get really overcooked in the impending massive blow up top, basically, for Bitcoin. So anyway, let's dive into the Bitcoin chart right now. So quickly taking a look at DXY just here, we've got this massive parabolic rise. Like I said to you, once that parabolic is broken and you start to lose EMAs, you're going to come down, and this was a technical target for Bitcoin. Bounced there, for DXY, sorry, bounced like an absolute boss. And this here, initially, we got the breakdown. It wasn't a good time for crypto because we got the FTX fallout, but once this continued to come down, it's just been a beautiful time for the crypto projects right there, especially Bitcoin, and a lot of these crypto projects we trace into their weekly 55 EMA. Now please remember, some of these projects have not actually got there yet, so I will make a list of those. I did do a list the other day on Twitter. I will make a new list for you, obviously, and try and keep you updated with those potential possibilities. And I think that coins that are in the floor that are way from their 55 EMA are the opportunities, okay, and the big retracements that they're going to go through to get there, providing we see things in the charts for Bitcoin, obviously, that it's bullish and comes up and takes out that local high and doesn't lose the local low, and equally, the DXY breaks down. So at the minute, what we've got is this massive correction, and right now, possibly the bullish scenario for crypto is that this is coming up in a correction as well to this high, and then it drops again. So the big question is, are we going to drop at this point? Possibly. If this does drop right now, okay, and when people least expect it and we lose this low, for me, that's an amazing entry point for you, okay? That would be a confirmation statement of a bottom for Bitcoin and crypto. It would equally be a confirmation statement of a massive C wave for the DXY. Now, one thing I'm looking for the DXY to get really bullish is obviously this low being lost, okay, because that's structure, and equally the 10, 20 and 55 all crossing just there, okay? We start to see a Deathcross on that yellow line and red line. I don't think there'll be no stopping Bitcoin. I think it'll be in an absolute massive impulsive move, and you've got your signal in the DXY because it happened here, okay? Let me show you here. People were fearful there in 2017. Deathcross, what happened? Broke down. Here, I remember it really well. 2020, fearful, Deathcross, what happened? Broke down. So if we take a look at the Bitcoin chart, drop it into the price just there. So go up here, plus symbol, compare symbol, new price to scale on Bitcoin. You can clearly see the Deathcross was accompanied by a massive impulsive move for Bitcoin, okay? And then just there, they got the Deathcross in 2020, was accompanied by a massive move, for Bitcoin and obviously crypto as well. So just there, we are potentially, we've not done it just yet, so don't want to get too excited. But if the DXY does break down here and it loses this low, you're going to drag these EMAs over, you're going to create your Deathcross, and Bitcoin's going to take off, okay? And again, nothing I say is financial advice, everything is for educational entertainment purposes, but I would imagine that if we do start to see a Deathcross on a DXY here, before Bitcoin loses this low down here, which is really paramount to the market structure of a bull market, if we do start to see this Deathcross here, I think Bitcoin is absolutely confirmed going to 46k all-time high and potentially breaking that all-time high, okay, in a massive impulsive move of a potential wave 5. And this is something I've been forecasting for a very long time. Not bullshit, not hopium, it's technical analysis, okay? And it's kind of playing out at the moment, but it's not played out. Let's not get too excited. But if this thing does start to break down over the next couple of weeks, leading to the next few months here, it could print the Deathcross. And this is a signal that I'm looking at that's going to get me really excited for a massive move when people least expect it, okay? So at the minute, there's a couple of scenarios that are playing out. One's really bearish for crypto in the sense that what we've got is we've found support just here, we've come back down, we've met a target, we've sort of broken this parabola, we've come back down, we've met the target, and right now we're beginning a massive impulsive move here for the DXY, and with that you're just going to see crypto bleed and, you know, go down and lose the lows and things like that. But so, you know, we need to keep an eye on this chart going forward, don't we? You know, and I will try and keep you updated as best I can. But at the minute, you know, the fact that what we've got is a little bit of a bull trap and we are beginning to come down and we are seeing crypto come up. If we start to see Bitcoin break that resistance, okay, I think we've got a massive move here for crypto when people least expected it, okay? And obviously the inverse of that is the fact that this comes down to support, starts to come back and really takes off and takes out that high. That's bearish basically for crypto. So it's sort of caught in a knife edge, isn't it? You know, you're caught in between at a minute. What I've said to you so many times, and you could just wait for this, is the Deathcross on the DXY. Just wait for that, get that signal, then that's your entry point, isn't it, for crypto? Because historically, like I've just shown you, it's a beautiful time for crypto going forward when people least expect it. So it's a possibility. It could happen. As it happened, no, but it could obviously happen, you know, so we can't take it off the table. But right now, I think that another scenario for the Bitcoin, for DXY, that in fact it could be going for an A wave. This is some kind of B wave. This is an A, this is a B, this is a C, and you've got some kind of three wave corrective pattern coming back up, and then you drop again. So this leg here, this sort of A, B, C correction that we're going through for the DXY, this top of this B wave could be the absolute optimal entry point. So until we start to see Bitcoin take out that resistance, which I'm going to show you in a moment, it could potentially still be in the ABC correction coming down, just as this is in the ABC correction coming back up. Do you understand? And as the Bitcoin finds its bottom and this finds its top and drops, this will find its bottom and pop, basically, as an inverse correlation. So again, you know, you could just sort of sit on your hands, sit on the sidelines, wait for the potential Deathcross on the DXY, which is a really bullish statement. That's your entry point right there. Okay, you potentially miss out on some gains on Bitcoin and altcoins, but you will get a confirmation statement of a massive impulsive move, you know, because if we take a look at this particular statement just there, for example, let's drop the Bitcoin chart back in here again. To do that, I know I'm rambling, I do apologize, but to do that, press the plus signal up there, compare signal, go to Bitcoin, new price to scale. You can see, you know, you got your Deathcross and you kind of went sideways, you crabbed a little bit, but the Deathcross was your entry point. Okay, boom, just there, Deathcross, you kind of sort of crabbed sideways into that Deathcross, but it was your entry point. It was a beautiful signal. You know, obviously you could have entered that point with a stop loss, entered that point with a stop loss as well, but it was a beautiful signal. And again, if we get it, and we've not got it yet, so I can't get too excited, but if we do get it, that is just something you could actually just be waiting for, okay, to confirm the massive impulsive move for Bitcoin. So let's dive into the Bitcoin chart right now. Sorry to bore you. So look at the Bitcoin on the daily. We've got a beautiful little break here, amazing break when people least expect it. I did post this trade setup on Twitter yesterday. We've got a beautiful level of support, put some longs in down here with your stop loss on this support, boom, and we rode it back up. Okay, beautiful move for the crypto market right here for the CoinsKid crew. And equally what we did here on the weekly time frame, like I said to you, I think I made a video when Bitcoin was all the way down here. It says give it the week, you know, wait for the weekly close, be patient, because potentially if Bitcoin's bullish, you will start to see it wick back up and the body of the candle come back up above these EMAs and close out above. And we've done exactly that. Massive level of support's kicked in for Bitcoin. Okay, so we've got the close back above the 20 and the 10 EMA on the weekly time frame. So we've had 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 closes above the weekly 20 EMA right now for Bitcoin. So we're back in this sort of compression leading to expansion scenario right now, where we're getting compressed between the EMAs and we pop to the upside, which is the bullish scenario, obviously. So at the minute, you know, I can't call it. I don't know whether or not this is an A, this is a B, and we drop again in a C to this trend line. It's an absolute possibility, isn't it? You know, so if we take out this I, for me, this confirms that this was the bottom of the correction. Because a scenario I'm looking at in confluence of the DXY is the fact that this was the beginning of an ABC correction for Bitcoin. I did show you this, that what we've got is the A, the B, and the C wave, and that's the bottom of the C wave. And to validate that, what we need to see for Bitcoin is it needs to come up and take out that high right now. So why that particular area there do I think is the top of a potential impulsive wave 1, this is a corrective wave 2, and right now we're loading a massive powerful wave 3 to continue with the breakout target towards 46k and the all-time high, obviously. Why do I think that that was, you know, the confluence right there, that top is the DXY, and I've dropped this in before and I've shown you if we drop the DXY in, new price to scale, that's literally when the DXY bottomed, okay, off that massive push down. It bottomed just there, just as Bitcoin topped. Right now I think we've been in a regular ABC as this thing has been retracing. So what we need to see here for the confluence that this is the bottom of the C wave for Bitcoin is break a move and take out that B wave, and we need to see this start to roll. Okay, lose that low, super bullish statement for Bitcoin, and this would this will be the confirmed wave 3, just as this confirms this C wave. Do you understand? And you know, you've got massive confluence there. If this breaks down, you've got a massive tick to a massive impulsive move, you know, to the downside for the DXY, and a massive impulsive move to the upside for Bitcoin. Okay, so it's just inverse correlation, technical analysis. It's not happened yet. It could possibly happen, so we need to just be patient and wait for that particular scenario to play out, don't we? So that's that's basically Bitcoin. Hope you enjoyed that update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. But remember, this is paramount support. If we do break down again, this is absolutely critical support for me for Bitcoin going forward. Hope you understand the update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.